All right, everyone. So Sleb here. At the start of Act 8, I tried to have a poison immunity flask, which I put on L1. Second flask is going to be my corrupted blood because there's a lot of poison at the start of Act 8. After that, I go back to normal, which is a corrupted blood on L1, which is my panic button, and one of my best other health flask elsewhere in the middle. Doesn't matter. I often put them next to each other, but in reality, it doesn't matter where I put it. It's just that I'm used to put them that way. Uh, Also, since my mana flask is problem is resolved, I removed it and put in an armor flask and used currency to get something at least okay on the flask as affixes. In my case, chance to freeze, shock and ignite. It's not the best, but I don't want to invest a lot of currency on stuff at this stage. It's still my league start. I also removed one quicksilver flask and added an evasion flask. So unfortunately, until I have automated flasks, I'm talking about the ones in the middle, I need to use my D-pad a lot, which I hate, but will do for now. I mean, it's okay. By the way, when you use a build that has ballistas, it is I think better not to put them all near each other because it will take a lot less time for mobs to destroy them um, if they are not close. That said, since they block incoming damage, sometimes I will do the opposite, but I put them all close together and go behind them to block a bigger range of incoming damage because ballistas block damage. I don't think they block everything, but they block a lot. So let's say I'm doing a boss and I'm having a hard time. Well, I'm going to put like my four ballistas, 3 or 4 ballistas really near, go back, go behind them and stay there and do my DPS. So my ballistas will block incoming damage. Uh, Let me talk about builds for console. I think any build can be played on console, but when pinpoint is essential, you practically cannot play them unless you modify the build to go around this. Just to give you an example, at one point I was playing Volcanic Fissure of Snaking, which is a skill that pinpointing is makes the skill very a lot more efficient. So I modified the build and added Sunder. Um, So that means I had to remove some stuff that were good in the build, but at the same time, I mean, I was using Sunder just in case because I could not control where the fissures were going. But normally, I don't play those builds. It was like very OP and was new for me. I never tried it before, so I had really a lot of fun with that build. I think now it has been like nerfed like crazy, so I think nobody is playing it right now. 3.27 and 3.28. Uh, they didn't play it in 3.27. I think it was nerfed there. Uh, Now in 3.28, I don't think there's a lot of people playing it. So just an example. So in my opinion, first place, minion builds, of course, because minions you never have to point. Minions do all the work. And when your primary skill seeks mobs automatically. So one example, Lightning Conduit, which is one of my favorite builds, if not my favorite build. You really don't need to point. You just press the button and it will automatically seek targets. My opinion in second, range builds. So pinpoint. You don't need to pinpoint. You just need to point. I think that pointing is a disadvantage on console versus. And I will, when I say disadvantage, I always talk about versus PC players or PC version of the game. I still like a lot bow builds to play bow builds. I don't mind to point. It's just that for me, I think it's still a little disadvantage. So that's why I'm putting them in second place. And when I say bow builds, I don't mean every bow builds. I mean in general. Third would be melee tanky builds because since we don't have we don't have access to very good gear because of the market. Well, you have to be very tanky, and being very tanky with not the best gear is it's a little bit hard. So that's why I put them on in third place. I like to play meta builds from time to time. I mean, it's good to be very tanky. Um, it's for me, it's fun, but I still play. I still put them in rank 3. Let me talk about the mindset on how I approach the game. So again, in my opinion, you will probably not get to endgame unless you're like 0.01% of player console base. And if you do, by the way, I would really, really appreciate if you would comment. I would really like to know how you do it because I have no idea how it's possible. I know, I'm pretty sure. I mean, there's billions of people on Earth, so I'm sure there's some people out there that get there. They do their 4 void stones and kill every Uber bosses. I'm sure there's people doing it. I just want to know how you do it. I've been playing PoE on console for multiple years, and I'm not even close to getting there. I got 4 void stones once, maybe 3 void stones too. I always get 2 void stones. That's not a problem. Problem is often going to be my third and fourth, and I'm not even going. I never got further than that. So I would really appreciate it if you tell me how you do it. I will probably bow to you, by the way. um, so have a normal goal, no end game. So just to give you an example, when I started playing, my first goal was to finish the campaign. After that, go to yellow maps. After red, get a void stone, get 2, get 3, get 4, and sometimes rinse and repeat on SSFN or HC. HC being hardcore, SSF solo self-found, um, which are harder versions of the game. Accept differences versus PC. We have a lot of disadvantages if we compare to PC. I really think that if the game would only be on console and be how it is right now, there would be a lot less complaints. But since everything out there is people playing on PC, we see them going very fast and do inventory management very fast and having a very, very good community. Everything is a lot cheaper, and basically everything is harder on console. So yeah, of course, if we compare, there's some big disadvantages, but for me, I don't see it that way. I know there's disadvantages, but I really, really don't mind because, to be frank, I'm proud to play PoE on console because it is a lot, in my opinion, it is a lot harder to play on console. So we're playing a harder version of um, the game. Um, just by the way, in case you don't know, campaign is a lot easier on your second build. Uh, since you will have access to leveling gear, a little bit of currency and gold for gamble during the campaign. So basically, if you know you're going to play more than one build, you could play like your league start, and when you play the campaign, just pick up stuff that is yellow. Um, so full your inventory with bunch of stuff. Um, the more you play, the more you will know what to pick up. But at the end, if you pick up a lot of stuff, when you're going to do a second playthrough with which, let's say, a different kind of build, well, you will have access right from the bat to good gear related to where you are. So just to give you an example, normally what happens to me is when I do my second playthrough, I'm going to do my first playthrough, maybe do just a couple of maps, sometimes just 3 or 4 like tier 1 or 2s, and that's it. Sometimes I'm just going to do the first tier, so 1 to 5, tier 1 to 5, so the white maps that I have converted to blue to get my Atlas points, and stop there. When I'm going to do my second build, after killing the first like mini boss, which is Hillock, I'm gonna get to town, and already I'm gonna equip some, let's say, 3 yellow gear, maybe 2 other ones that are going to be blue. So right off the bat, you're OP. or at least a lot more OP than your first playthrough. And the campaign's going to feel amazing because you're going to have a lot of stuff already, and you're going to have also some currency to do a little bit more of crafting and maybe some gambling if you really want something and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what happens to me all the time. So basically, my first playthrough, my league start is always it's always for that. It's to prepare for my second build. Let me talk about my hardcore mindset because I play hardcore from time to time. I think you have to be a little bit crazy to play hardcore on console because again, our version of the game is a lot harder. Um, but yeah, I've been playing for a couple of years, so it's just a lot different in some ways. And one of the way I'm talking about is like the adrenaline. It's through the roof. It's really night and day. So sometimes I want to play the version that you always have to be very, very focused all the time and take the time to really check stuff very carefully. So be very careful, do some grinding even in the campaign. It's just a lot different. Of course, the major thing is you have to accept dying. So I'm not normally a hardcore player when I play games. And actually, I've never played hardcore in anything. PoE was the first game I tried, and I was wondering what's going to happen when I'm going to die. I mean, am I going to cry? I had no idea, uh, but it's I still tried it, and after two or three or four times you've died. You got to level 80, 85. I even died on 90. I mean, it's okay. I just start again and try to understand what did I do wrong and get better. So it's not I don't think it's easy at first, but I think that you can have a mindset right off the bat saying, well, you know what, it's going to happen. Maybe it's going to happen in Act One. Maybe it's going to happen in yellow maps. It's going to happen. It is going to happen. So that's why I prefer to play hardcore in standard because there's no time limit. And when I want some adrenaline, I just go there and try to sometimes to push a little bit um, and go further. So since I can take my time in standard, that's why the majority of the time I'm going to play hardcore in standard, unless there's like new stuff in the league, and I'm going to try to get that stuff in the actual league. So when it's gonna be the end of the league and everything is gonna be migrated, well, it's gonna be migrated to my hardcore standard league, and then I'm gonna have access to those equipment or new gems or whatever that normally I would not have access. So this is something that I do sometimes from time to time. So know that you will need to grind. I'm just looking at my notes. So know that you will need to grind a lot, even in the campaign, unless you've been playing for a while. Take your time, do a lot of research, understand why you die, learn. So you can't do any big mistakes, but because normally if you do something, a big one, like one example, you're standing still and you're not like super OP tanky, and you're trying to kill a boss because there's only 20% left, and instead of going around and moving, you're just standing there and you died because of that. Well, that's a mistake, and a big one. And normally, when you do big mistakes like that in PoE, you're gonna die. Except to redo the campaign over and over again. I actually got past this really quickly because I enjoy now doing the campaign, which surprised me because I'm not that kind of player normally. Um, but since you don't have to normally you don't have to grind at least a lot in the campaign, and I don't prefer the grinding part, so that's why and I like to play all different builds all the time, so that's what I do. uh, After a while, playing normal gets boring. Now I'm exaggerating here. I'm not bored when I play when I don't play hardcore. It's just that the intensity is it's like day and night. You cannot compare the intensity of hardcore versus normal. Um, so I would say that when I play the normal league, my brain is more turned off versus I'm in hardcore. I'm not sure I'm blinking. Well, I'm exaggerating, of course. I'm blinking, but you know what I mean. Sometimes my eyes get so dry and I just oh yeah I have to blink. Let's not forget to do that. So yeah, that's what happens sometimes. Sense of accomplishment is through the roof. So my first goal in hardcore was to get to 90. I did that twice actually, and my next goal is to get my first void stone. I just did not try it yet. I'm trying to get my characters a lot more level. I want to be like super OP before I try that. So and I don't I don't know the mechanics by heart, and I have to study them first. Even though I've done them a couple of times over the year, I still need to study them. I'm just not there yet, but I know I'm gonna get there one day. So let me talk about the standard league. Actually, should you play in softcore or SSF in the standard league instead of playing the actual league? Uh, so yes, the majority of people play in the new league because it's fresh economy, because it's new stuff. Sorry, but there are some advantages of playing in softcore, standard, or SSF, or hardcore, actually. So there's no limit. This is major. Um, not everyone can play PoE a lot of hours every week. Um, and sometimes, you have just a basic goal of, let's say, I just want to finish the campaign, but you play like 3 or 4 hours a week. I mean, well, maybe you're not going to finish it. So this, I think it's the major one. There's no limits in time. Um, receives all the gear and currency from the actual league at new league from migration. So when the league finishes, if you have played the new league, it will migrate to standard. So you will have access to new stuff also from that. So I already talked about this. Good to push your limits, like getting void zones if it's something you can do in the actual league because you don't have the time. Uh, but beware, you practically play SSF. The economy is very, very bad there if you compare it to the actual league. Uh, SSF in standard is very good to test league starts. Um, so when I want to test a league start, often I'm going to go in SSF standard, do a league start, and just delete my character after. And why I do this in SSF, it's because I don't get tabs, um, stash tabs in migration because I don't play SSF in leagues. Uh, and the problem with my standard league, which I'm probably going to stop playing, is that each time a league finishes, let's say I have 15 tabs, all those 15 tabs are migrated. So at the end, I mean, after a couple of leagues, you have like 40, after 3 leagues, you have 45 tabs, which is unmanageable. It just takes too long to empty them. And what do I need to keep? So basically, you have to remove everything from the read-only tabs because all tabs that are migrated are read-only. So you have to remove everything, and if you log on after, this tab is not going to be there anymore. It's just tedious. So I'll probably stop playing standard. I'll probably play just SSF instead. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. But I'm just at this stage. So that is pretty much it for today. I'm going to leave the playthrough run until the end of the act, and hope I'll see you in Act 9. Take care, everyone.